Meet Lauran Ziegler, the young girl from Connecticut who would grow into an icon.
The cut back, and she is right down near the goal line. Lauran Ziegler, a huge interception.
My first impression of Lauran, when you first look at her, you see, kind of skateboardish, kind of nerdy chick from Florida, but all of a sudden you see this transformation into somebody that can truly play this game and is a hard hitter. She's also a little bit of a shit talker. Shouldn't say a little bit, a lot of it. If you see her on the film, she has fun when she's out there.
Yo, I told her, I said, Doug, I'm trying to help your sorry-ass team.
As a 5-year veteran and all fantasy safety, Lauran has played for Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, and now Atlanta.
The first time I met Ziggy was in 2011 or 12, and it was at the All Fantasy game in Mexico. And I have to tell you, she was the most shy individual I've ever met in my entire life. That's not the Ziggy I know today. The Ziegler I know is a beautiful, confident, blonde bombshell that's confident in work, confident in football, and just confident in herself.
Her contagious positivity and work ethic motivates all those around her.
Especially this girl right here.
All right?
Do not play to their fucking level.
Right.
No, hit them hard, hit them fast, get up, let's get back going.
To see it on film, to see it in practice, to see it now translate into a game, I truly believe that no one will outwork Lauran Ziegler.
She was doing CrossFit 7 days a week, 4 or 5 hours a day, plus work, and then she'd get off work and go back to CrossFit. I don't know where she gets all the energy.
But Lauran's journey was nothing short of a struggle. Under the surface, she is perhaps the most unlikely candidate to excel in athletics.
Lauran was due to be born in August. She was late. I kept telling my midwife, what's going on? I have my children on the due date, the minute of the due date. And Lauran was 2 weeks late, and I'm saying, what's going on? So my midwife had me come in, and they did ultrasounds and things like that, and they found that Lauran had a diaphragmatic hernia, which means all of her bowels and intestines were up in her heart area, her lung was pinned to the wall, the heart was pressed on the lung.
And they gave her a real slim chance of living because back in that day, they didn't have the technology they have now to do the surgery. She was probably strapped down, tied down for the first month of her life. We never got to pick her up, hold her, play with her, nothing. She had to stay strapped. All you could do is just touch her like that, But yeah, it was scary. And but like the fighter she is, she pulled through it.
We had a child there beforehand that didn't make it, and it was in the same room in the same hospital, so it was kind of like a deja vu.
I couldn't imagine how it felt to lose a child and then lose another child. So they literally did anything in their power to make this work. I'm extremely blessed that my family actually took a chance a chance of faith, to be honest, to hope that I will make it through.
It didn't matter how much it cost. We got to take our child home.
As the doctor said, she'll probably never be able to win a marathon, but she should be able to live a normal life, with the lungs like they are. And look what happened, win a marathon. She runs every track meet she's ever raced. Yeah, she's won.
I'm gonna give it everything I have, is the mentality to know that I gave it everything I had.
I just knew that she was going to be okay because as tough as she was, and I knew whatever she did do, she would get good at it,
Even with a competitive disadvantage, she has risen to the occasion, her condition never once beating her mentally.
Just growing up as a kid, she was wonderful. I mean, she always held her own ground.
The biggest memory that I have is actually playing football with my brother and the neighborhood kids. They would play full tackle, they would rough me up. I would be the only girl out there, of course.
And a lot of the neighbor kids in the area, they called her Little Bit because she was always the smallest one in the neighborhood, but she hung with those big boys.
When bigger people knock you down, stronger people knock you down, it's not how hard you can get hit, it's how hard you can get hit and get back up.
She was a natural at almost everything she tried.
She lettered in every sport she's played.
She was prom queen, she was homecoming queen. I think they were so happy when Lauran left that high school that somebody else can finally win something.
Everywhere she goes, she dominates.
What a lot of people don't know about me is When I was 15, I was an amateur skateboarder. I won the Mountain Dew Free Flow Tour in Orlando for the girls division.
And she just let go and down the ramp and off she went and almost had a heart attack. You know, it's like, whoa, what the heck? And even the crowd, when she went off the ramp, everybody just whoa at the same time.
It's kind of funny is if you see me now and you see me then, I look like a little boy, little Dickies skateboarding shorts, skateboarding shoes. Never for a second did they ever put me down or anything. Oh, you're a girl. They give me props. They're like, oh, that's gnarly. She's a girl. She's ripping it up. She's killing some of the guys. So by people accepting me and helping me be better each and every day with skateboarding, it helped me excel into a better person and appreciate myself for who I am and to know that there's nothing that can stop me. If I can do this and compete with the boys, why can't I do anything in life?
To Lauran Ziegler, every challenge is worth facing.
She has to be into something, you know, like when she finished school at softball, it was almost like it ended. Now she's an athlete, she has to play something.
Lauran decided to shift her focus from softball to football. After that, she never looked back.
And that is the key this year. Lauran Ziegler, she is probably the best overall athlete in this game. Showing the athlete that she is. Fighting her way through every defender. Lauran Ziegler is on fire. Lauran Ziegler!
Welcome to the NFL, baby!
You know, it's amazing what Lauran is able to do, just given some of the cards she's been dealt in life. You know, she's working, you know, with basically half a lung.
That scar has never stopped her.
She's the underdog. She roots for everyone.
You know, bringing somebody up, patting them on the back, making sure that you're doing for others. These are things that Zig kind of exemplifies in her day-to-day. I try to do the same thing. You know, what would Zig do?
And that's the sign of a great player. That's the sign of a true leader. How can you elevate the players around you and make them better?
I feel you, see? I fucking feel you right now, baby. Let's go.
I think I have my own shoes and I don't think I should have to put my feet in anybody else's.
Her character and tenacity are one of a kind.
The person that she's become is amazing.
She has impacted me so much in my life. The way that she expects nothing to be given to her, it's something that makes me want to be a better person.
Not only an incredible athlete, but a great leader off the field.
She's done more than I could ever imagine, you know, more than I could have hoped for.
Her uncanny ability to lift up others and her charismatic personality are truly a role model for athletes everywhere. With the obstacles she has overcome, nothing is unattainable for this champion at heart.
I'm so thankful and proud to call her a friend every day and a teammate. So I don't know anybody that deserves it more than her, because that's an amazing person right there.
You can be the greatest, you could be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame.
That's my best friend. That's somebody.
Ooh, and the world's gonna know your name. Ooh, 'cause it burns with the brightest flame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name. Ooh, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you could run a mile. You could walk straight through hell with a smile. You could be a hero, you could get the goal, breaking all the records.
You're not having this.
Put your hand in my fucking mouth again.
Pride. How you gonna know if you never even tried? Do it for your country, for your name, 'cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame.
I think she took such a bad situation and turned it into something so amazing.
The world's gonna know your name.
Pure will and determination. That is why Lauran Ziegler is going into the LFL Hall of Fame.
You be on the walls of the champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
Welcome Lauran Ziegler to the LFL Hall of Fame, class of 2017.